Today you get to meet a very, very dear friend spending a scandalous night in Switzerland.
Acha, we're going to go there.
Yeah, no one knows what went down there.
Does Chandran know about that?
We're gonna talk about it today.
Sorry, bhai.
I find, despite your popularity, you remain a yet untapped entertainer.
I don't think so. Anybody thinks that it's a proper job, to be very honest.
That's a very interesting start.
Radio is a beautiful medium. I mean, we all have been in radio for such a long time because of this reason.
But this is so crazy. I mean, your stories are crazy. Your life is crazy.
Yeah.
You realize that, right? That this is not a normal life. Hi and welcome to another episode. And today you get to meet a very, very dear friend, a very special guest on this show whom I have known for years and years and whom I've had the pleasure of course, working with and spending a scandalous night in Switzerland. Ladies and gentlemen, meet my guest today.
Hey, Karish. Acha, we're going to go there.
Yeah. How did you like that opening?
Very scandalous.
And Ritu knows, right?
Of course not. But now she does.
Now she does. So it's true that you and I spent a night in Switzerland.
Yes.
And it's
All alone.
Yeah, it was just the two of us.
Yes.
And no one knows what went down there.
Nope. Nobody knows anything about that night.
We're going to talk about it today.
Okay.
All
Kya
right.
baat hai di?
But first off,
Haan ji.
welcome to my home. And
It's beautiful.
thank you.
It's really beautiful. Very well done up. This is the first time I'm coming. It is wow.
We've lived here for less than a year and only this area we've done.
दिख रहा है पैसा सारा इधर ही खर्च किया है.
Don't look anywhere else. You'll find boxes. But we're having you over for the first time today. So thank you for coming to the show, to the house, of course. And, Sid, I genuinely feel like when I was even talking about you to Chandran and we were talking about what we'll do on the episode when you're here, and I felt like you're one of the most talented presenters in the country, without a doubt. And not only me, if there was an actual public vote, and there are public votes, okay, excuse me, we have surveys.
Yeah.
And you do really well on those surveys. It's because
Yeah.
you are really popular. But I find that despite your talent and despite your popularity, you remain what I would call a yet untapped entertainer in beyond radio. So I know you've done television briefly.
Yes.
But I don't see you on as many, shows or interviews or podcasts or, I don't see that much of you out there on social media. I know you're doing your own thing. But today I thought we're going to make sure that we get you, and we get your story out there. Because I know you have an incredible story of how you started on radio.
Okay.
So you get the giggles and the nervous laughter out first.
Okay. I was just thinking, जब तू ये सब कुछ बोल रही थी इतना अच्छा मेरे बारे में, the only thing that was going in my mind was I share my birthday with FARDEEN Khan. So वो भी बेचारा talented है, लेकिन उसको भी कोई कुछ नहीं पूछ रहा है. Same to same. 8th of March.
All right. First, I want to know about how you started off in radio, Sid. So I know that your family was in business. Your family's been in business.
My family is very much in business. They are still in business.
Yeah.
And I'm the only one who's not in business.
You're employed.
I am employed.
And why? Tell us. Come on.
It's just, I'm not made for business, to be very honest. I just like doing stuff and I just do my own thing. The good thing is that I don't think too much about money also because of my family. So it's like, हाँ ठीक है, देखी जाएगी. It's not a hard and fast. So that is by the grace of God. That कभी भी ऐसा हुआ कि नहीं, I have to get into business because I'm the only son and anything of that sort. It was, fortunately for me, my parents, my family, then my wife, all have been pretty supportive of whatever I want to do. So उस हिसाब से it's been good. I've completed engineering. I've done all my studies.
What are you an engineer in? What field?
So I did my mechanical
engineering.
Then I did my automobile engineering.
Right.
So, and apart from all of that, I also have worked with my father in his automobile workshop as a laborer, as a getting stipend of 1,215 rupees a month.
Where was this?
This was in Delhi. This was in
So
very
where
much in Delhi.
in Delhi are you from?
I'm from the western part of Delhi. It's a place called Patel Nagar. So I've seen all of that. I've seen the guys who have been there and who've been helping us, and I've been fortunate to be on the other side as well, working with my dad, with my chachas, and it's been a humbling experience to basically work with those guys, work with some of the most incredible guys in the business, learn from them, whether it is my family or whether it is the guys who are working for them.
Yeah.
So yeah, both the sides I was happy. Like I said, I'm not from the business. I don't like getting into business. I don't like the money aspect. I don't understand, honestly. It's not that liking or not liking, but I like to be on the creative side of things.
It's interesting. So right at the very beginning of your career, how old were you at this time?
21 years.
So at 21, just at the beginning of your career, you were already working with both the talent and management, which is exactly where you are right now.
All of that started, so that started at about 16, 17 years.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So you've had early taste of management and working with both sides of the table.
Both sides.
Which he does even today, by the way. We'll come to that later. But so that's very interesting. So you were fully invested and dad was ready to sort of induct you into the business, the family business.
So from Delhi, he said, we're getting an opportunity to open up a workshop in Calcutta.
Right.
And my sister's in Calcutta. And so you go there, you see the place, you handle this particular unit. It's like, okay, let's go. Let's see. Went to Calcutta, started off with the unit. And at that point in time, there was the first boom of radio, which was started off in India, which was around in 2001, 2002. And so there was this 15-day course, Aiye Seekhiye Radio Jockey Ban Jaiye types. It's like, okay, I have the time. Let's do. So we did a 15-day course, radio course. And at that time, I just did it just because I had the time.
Okay.
Nothing was...
You never thought of radio as a career?
No, nothing like that.
Right, okay.
Absolutely not. And I was the only guy from the batch who got in with an internship, so to speak, with Red FM at that point in time. I started with the night slot. I remember it was from 1 o'clock in the night to 3 o'clock in the morning. And I was the happiest guy because I could finish in the mornings, I could do my work, finish off by 7 o'clock. And then from 7 o'clock till about 9 o'clock, I'll just go home, have my dinner, then come to the studios, prep for the show. And by 11 o'clock, I'll go in, understand a little bit of the console. And then 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock, just do my show and then come back.
Which is what is known as the graveyard shift.
It is the graveyard shift.
And it is where rookies and beginners are
absolutely
trained, basically.
It was the best time.
Yeah.
It was the best time.
What was that show like? What did you do?
Nothing. That show was absolutely like, you're just starting out, right? So you're not even going with live links, if we want to explain links.
So we're not going live on the mic
you
go right now, but you're recording it in advance and playing it.
So you're recording it, you're playing it, you're listening to it, you're understanding this intonation is garbar. Then you have that another thought, I could do this, I could do that. And it was a very good time, so to speak, because you had a lot of leeway to do a lot of stuff. Because nobody was listening.
Was it true? What do you think would have been your listener base at that point?
Yaar, that time, I don't even think anybody was up because it was, like I said, it was a graveyard shift. The only guys who at that point in time would have been listening to call center guys or maybe the pharmacists, jo chemist wale, jo
24 hours,
24 hours
or
wale.
rickshaw drivers or
Yeah, उनको भी काम था, मेरे को काम नहीं था. They had to get up early अपना रिक्शा के लिए चलाने के लिए for the school drop-offs.
Wow.
So I was pretty happy at that point in time. Then I remember the guy who was doing the evening slot at that point in time. He was an ex-army guy, and he only had a thumb and the ring finger on his right hand. All the others he didn't have 3 fingers because he had frostbite.
right.
So 3 of his fingers were not there. But he was so good with just these 2 fingers on the console.
Right.
I used to just look at him, how is he working on the console? And then one fine day, he said, boss, main nahi aa raha.
Okay.
To
That's
the
it.
boss.
Huh.
And the boss was like, kyun? And he was like, mera ho gaya. And he had that baritone voice. And he was like, mera ho gaya.
Oh, wow.
And his name was AC. Then the PD at that time, the programming director, she was like, she called me, tu kya kar raha hai? I was like, main abhi 5 baje. Like 5 baje the show tha. So I think that was 4 o'clock. He's like, मैं बस वर्कशॉप में हूँ, कुछ नहीं, अभी तो वेला ही बैठा हूँ, कुछ काम तो है नहीं क्योंकि वर्कशॉप नई खुली है and there is no work. She's like, शाम को शो करेगा? I was like, मैं रात का करता हूँ, मैं अभी क्यों आऊँगा? Like, AC ने papers डाल दिए, there's nobody and everybody is in a very bad situation है, ये वो. Okay, कर लेगा, क्या करने का है? Reached, started over the show, ठीक है, किसी तरह से पहला दिन हो गया, निकल गया and all of that. Then these guys said, acha, we'll put you on the evening slot, which was a big jump from a graveyard shift जहाँ पे कोई नहीं सुनता था तो. And I was like, ठीक है, तो अब फिर पैसा बढ़ाओ. तुम्हारे पास तो AC भी नहीं है, अब तो कौन करेगा? So then things started to happen. 9 o'clock in the morning till about 5:30 in the evening, I was at the workshop. 5:30 nikalta tha. I used to go to by 6:30 because you used to take the metro and all of that. Reach the station at about 6:45, 6:30, 6:45.
Okay.
Do a 7 to 9 live.
Okay.
And then after 9 o'clock, have my dinner, record the 5 to 7 slot.
Okay.
For the next day.
I was just going to ask you, so who did 5 to 7 if you were doing only 7 to 9?
Yeah. They said कि हाँ पैसा बढ़ा देंगे लेकिन तेरे को आना है.
So you were basically doing the workshop and then doing the live show for 2 hours and then staying back to record the next day's first 2 hours which you would miss because you're in the workshop.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
So I used to get home at about 11:30, 12.
That's a very interesting start.
Yeah.
To something that you were not even considering a career.
Yeah.
Okay.
My only thing was I'm not making anything at the workshop. I'm making $10,000 here. So it's fine. I don't mind it and I'm putting in the effort. वहाँ पे जब होगा तब होएगा and यहाँ पे चल रहा है. So it just started off and that's how things just started to move.
So at what point then in Calcutta or in Kolkata did it become a serious conversation about a career move?
जब मेरी शादी की बात हुई ना तब उस टाइम पे I was seeing Ritu. So for all of you who don't know, Ritu's my wife.
About whom there are so many interesting stories and yeah, I don't know if we have permission to go there or not. We'll see.
Then when things started to pick up from the evening slot, then they found out I could do mornings. Then I was given a raise again. Then I was told, okay, you come in the morning slot. Then they saw that the morning slot is also doing well. Then they said, okay, fine. Then what do you want to do? I was like, okay, fine. You tell me. Then other things started to happen. Then finally, this was in 2004 or 2005 beginning.
Right.
And then it had already been about 6 years that Ritu and I were together. But obviously, long distance relationship. So then I was like, things, now I am settled enough that I can go and हम लड़की का रिश्ता मांग सकते हैं. So then thought के might as well just go. अब लड़की का हाथ मांगना चाहिए. So that happened in 2005, I think early Jan or something like that happened. And tab it was ke this is a serious career. क्योंकि अब तो रेज्यूमे के ऊपर में भी आ गया है, उसकी माँ को भी बता दिया है कि अब आरजे है. तो अब तो करना पड़ेगा.
हाँ, why didn't you tell them that you were working in the family business?
नहीं, I did tell them.
Okay.
Then they were like, अच्छा, that was the saving grace.
Oh, okay.
क्योंकि आरजे है तो मतलब कितना कमा लेते हो.
Oh, okay.
और मतलब आरजे हो और क्या करते हो.
Oh, really? That was the way it was, huh?
I mean, I don't blame them also, and उस time पे it was a little this thing कि हाँ मतलब कुछ तो कर रहा हूँ.
I guess because it was a new industry.
It was very new. It was like being a VJ, being an RJ. It was just that you're just doing it out of the fun of it. Pocket money के लिए है. Nobody thought, even today, I don't think so. Anybody thinks that it's a proper job. To be very honest. तो कई बारी बात होती है आजकल भी कि तो आगे का क्या सोचा है. अभी 15 साल हो गए हैं, अभी तो जाने दो, अब तो बच्चे भी बड़े हो गए आपके.
All right. Okay. So you've gone for the rishta now with, so you're approaching as an RJ.
I am approaching as an RJ.
With backup of family business.
Yes.
And then what?
And then everything's smooth, यार. वो जो पूरा हम लोग को लगता था ना कि because she's a Sindhi, I'm a Punjabi, तो बहुत क्लैश होगा, ये होगा, वो होगा, ऐसा प्रॉब्लम आएगा, वैसा प्रॉब्लम आएगा. कुछ भी नहीं हुआ. उसकी मम्मी भी मान गई, मेरे पेरेंट्स भी मान गए. And you're like, आई.
So I want to know, at what point were your family okay with you? Was your family okay with you wanting to do radio full time?
Yes, they were pretty okay. Like I said, my family has been very supportive. Like, really supportive with whatever I wanted to do.
Great. So there was no issues that you are going to leave the family business?
Nahin.
That's interesting.
Nahin. Honestly, nahin. And like dad was still looking after the business till about 7 years back. He's 85. He's going to be turning 85 now.
That's incredible.
And he's one guy who I've seen like get up in the morning, get ready, go to work. And he'll come back in the afternoon, take a nap, then go to work again, then come back in the evening. And that has been his routine all throughout. And whether anybody has been there or not, he has just gone because he wants to go and he likes the place and he likes to go there. And it was never a thing कि तुमको इसी में आना है. He was always कि तुमको जो करना है करो. ये है. हाँ. Backup में तुम्हारे लिए मैं खड़ा हूँ.
Nice.
Though that has always been with dad and mom. Okay, whatever you want to do, I'm there.
Nice.
So that was it still is a really good blessing.
That I didn't know, Sid. I was under the impression that you had to work to convince them that you were not going to be part of the family business and that you were going to go off and be an RJ. No struggle in your life. Huh?
मैं बोला ना.
You got your wife also easily.
बीवी भी आराम से मिल गई, ये काम भी आराम से ही हो गया. मैं पता नहीं क्यों.
This is nice. So you've had an easy start. So that's great. Then I think we can wrap this podcast up right here.
Yeah, bro.
There's no struggle.
I'm the RANBIR Kapoor. मेरा बहुत easy चल रहा है. मेरे को किसी से कोई problem नहीं है.
So tell me this now. You've done radio in India for how many years?
I did radio in India for 2002, 8 years.
And radio in Dubai?
13 years now.
So how would you compare the two experiences? Radio in India, obviously a completely different market and a different size of people that you're speaking to.
Yes.
The UAE, a completely different ball game.
Yes.
Give us a comparison.
Okay. Radio in India because I'll give you a background. ठीक है? India के अंदर जब शुरू में you remember there was MTV जब आया था, Channel V जब आया था. So you had Cyrus, you had Mini Mathur, you had Malaika, but But you also had, I'm not talking about the Ayushman wala time.
No, this
I'm
is
talking about
earlier, the originals, the
Nikhil
OGs, Nikhil
and
Chinnappa.
Cyrus Sahukar
Yes.
was there,
Yes.
and all of those wacky things that
Bakra and
used to
that
happen.
Late night love show.
Yes.
Yes.
So that was what I had started on radio with. From there, radio has, unfortunately, in India, it's not gone up. It's more or less, I wouldn't even say it's at the same standard. It's gone down.
Are you talking in terms of the content?
The content.
Okay.
As radio. Because in it's always said, यार, जब भी MBA वाले घुसते हैं ना creative field के अंदर, तो वाटी लगाते हैं. That has been the problem with radio in India. And radio is a beautiful medium. I mean, we all have been in radio for such a long time because of this reason, right? Unlike, I always say this, unlike a television or unlike movies or unlike your OTT platforms, radio is now, it's like theater. You get to know what people are thinking and talking about right now. And if there's a traffic jam at Al Khail Road,
Yeah.
you can talk about it right now and you can get whatever you need to understand with the stock updates right now.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait, unlike a movie. दो महीने के बाद में उसका रिजल्ट आपको मिलेगा. उस सिनारियो के अंदर there is so much that you can do in terms of content.
Right.
And there used to be so many things that we used to do when we started radio in 2002, which was the first wave of radio, where it was, you literally had the exact same kind of content, the bakras and the wackiness and the humor and the fun element, you know, of all of those things जो MTV पे या Channel V पे हम लोग देखते थे, like Simpu Singh, the easiest.
Bed zao.
There was nothing about him that was, matlab, it was supposed to be content heavy or anything.
It was just brilliant.
It was just
the
fun.
Stroke of genius. Tell me this, Sid, who were at that point, you're talking about the first wave of radio.
Yeah.
Who were the radio presenters of that time that people will still remember?
Of that time?
Yeah.
There used to be a guy, I know he's doing other stuff now. He's not really into radio. Mantra bol ke ek ladka tha.
Yes, of course. He's done a lot of movies as well. Yes.
Yes. Mantra was there at that time, but he was in Delhi. Then in Delhi, there was another girl called Simran.
Right.
She was a huge draw.
Yeah.
I also remember there were jocks, Dubai jocks. I remember who had come down and they used to get, before radio started in India, they got a 1 hour slot on Times FM, which was the AIR ke andar. You could buy just 1 hour ka slot.
Right.
And you could do your own show. And Paran or Rana bol ke do ladke aate the. And I'm talking about, this is even before 2000s.
Wow.
When I was in 11th and 12th. And because you didn't have cable.
Yeah.
The cable TVs had not come in. The only source of entertainment was movies, cinema halls, cassettes,
and radio.
CDs were also very, very expensive. DVDs to bhuli jao.
Yeah.
And this Saturday and Sunday were 2 days jab Times FM bol ke ek slot aata tha 2 घंटे का on AIR. And these two guys, Paran and Rana, I still remember the wackiness that I'm talking about, the stupid things, just enjoying yourself on radio and the other person enjoying, like फालतू के अंदर jokes आपस में ही मार रहे हैं, but talking about the songs as well. And दलेर मेहंदी का एक कोई नया गाना आया था उस टाइम पे, ओ लाला जुम जुम जुम, and these buggers used to come in the middle of the song and just do and करके and then just laugh. So that's it. It just brought so much of smile on the face and those are the guys who I remember, like Roshan Abbas. I remember.
Oh, such a stalwart.
Oh,
yes.
He's one of the guys I still remember. I still follow him on a lot of platforms. He's amazing. He's still amazing. So,
and he was clean. You know what I really loved about him was that his voice, of course, and the fact that his content was for the whole family, and it was always nice. I love that. You know, by the way, when you were talking about just, people, just two guys having fun and talking about the songs also. It reminds me in a small way of the show that you and I used to do together.
Of course.
Years ago.
Yes.
Which was a 1-hour request show on the station we both work at, City 1016.
Hanji.
Where we did a show and we did nothing, but we did just that. We had callers on air.
Correct.
And we would do माल 2 बजे काली पहाड़ी के पीछे लेके पहुंच जाओ.
But that is what worked, right?
Yeah.
That is what people were enjoying.
It was mad crazy how much people loved that kind of conversation at their lunch hour or getting out of some sales meeting with a really annoying client, and they'd be like, I want to talk to you guys.
Yeah, exactly. And going back to how we started off, I always had Paran and Rana.
Yeah.
Because I had listened to them. This is what I knew radio as.
Yeah.
I was just having fun. And so were you at that point in time.
Yeah.
So it was just, people were also having fun.
Yeah.
So it was all good.
And that's so true about radio, right? When two people are enjoying themselves, then people who are listening are also tuned in and having a good time.
Oh, yeah.
I love that. So you've told us about radio in India. Now talk to me about radio in the UAE.
अरे यहाँ पे अपन लोग rockstars हैं.
You like it?
I love it here.
Great.
I would never go back to India.
Yeah? This is it. You found your groove.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
But यहाँ पे radio, I do feel that they connect with you. They think that you are somebody who is like family.
Yeah.
And if you reciprocate, they are ready to just put you on their heads and just take you. जहाँ पे भी आपको जाना है, हम आपको करा के देंगे. आप चिंता ना करो, आप सिर्फ बोलो क्या चाहिए.
Yeah.
And which is what I love about this whole, and not only Indians, it's everybody. Like even the Pakistanis, even the Nepalis, even the Sri Lankans, even guys who don't understand the language at times, the Farsi guys.
Yeah.
So many times, our sister concern, sister station, those guys just come and they are like, kya chahiye tumko? It's everybody out here. So this place is amazing for radio and for jocks. Best.
Yeah, I mean, there's a whole bunch of traffic every day. And
which is good.
For us, it's great because that means there's more people tuned into the radio. So that always makes us smile. Sid, someone the other day, my husband and I, we were at a restaurant in JLT called Spice Delhi. Okay, so basically my kids go to drama class near there. So then we stopped to have a little bite. And the owners of the restaurant were sitting right there. So they came up to us and said hello to Chandran, hello to me. And they said, we recognized you, from Instagram, this, that. And, then the guy who's the co-owner of the restaurant, he's like, I love Sid. And I love the way he laughs. I said, he laughs more at his own jokes than people are laughing. And then he stopped smiling. He was like...
He took it personally.
Yeah. He was like, you cannot say that about Sid. No. I was like, don't worry. I will say it to Sid also. It's okay.
Yeah.
But people, but you're right. They really do feel like, no, I love this person or I connect with this person, and I relate to this person. He's my person now.
He's my guy.
Yeah.
He's my guy. He's my girl. If anything happens in their lives, we know. We are there with them. We're always finding out new places to go, new places to hang out. If there is some hack also that they find out, I'm getting DMs के सिड भाई ये try करना, या कुछ और अगर उनको पता चलता है, अरे ये इसको कैसे करना है, ये गाड़ी के अंदर क्या करने का है, इसके अंदर ये प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है, and I'm sending them मेरे वर्कशॉप वाले का नंबर, तू भी ऐसे बात कर ले, मेरे को नहीं मालूम, तू try कर ले उससे.
Your hacks videos, some of them have gotten like millions of views. Well done on that. Congratulations. That was an idea waiting to be cracked.
Thank you.
So well done.
I need to give credit to the person who has given me a lot of hacks, and that is Mariam.
Yeah.
She keeps messaging me, try this one. No, it's not working with me, but you try.
Mariam is one of those people who is like ghost investor in all our careers.
Yeah.
She'll tell us all, you try this.
Yeah.
You try that.
Exactly. Uska wo sleeping partner hai.
Yes.
वो उसको सबके अंदर she's put 10% equity and now she's waiting investment के बाद में return जब आएगा ना तब मैं पूछूंगी. She's like पक्का गुजराती.
So tell me this then, Sid. So you've obviously had a good run, in your career here. And the question which was right at the beginning, right now, I think is a good point to bring it up at. I feel like while you're so popular and while you're so loved, I feel like there is somewhere something that is lost in terms of getting you the kind of recognition that you deserve beyond our work, beyond the job that we do. What is your honest, opinion or honest understanding of the situation? And if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong.
Sid Vohra, like, share, subscribe. दिखाओ मैडम को. नहीं. यार, like I told you, it's also because of the person that I am. I personally, as much as I love being on the radio, I am not somebody who is running behind कि I want recognition. मेरे को पैसे दे दो. मैं उसमें खुश हूँ.
Okay, but listen, stop it. I'm serious. Okay,
नहीं, I'm getting to.
Yeah, come on.
मैं बता रहा हूँ. Honestly, see, that's the problem. People think I'm mazaking. I'm not joking, यार.
Okay, fine.
मेरे को genuinely पैसे दे दो. मेरे को कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. मेरे को recognition मत दो.
Look,
मैं तो मैनेजमेंट को भी यही बोलता हूँ.
Look, there was a time when there were these awards happening. Okay, years ago. All right. And then they would basically say that, all the presenters in the country are nominated. Now each person go and get your votes, and whoever gets the highest votes will go to the next stage, etc. And, the truth was that you were very popular even back then, right? And Sid, come on. You know what I'm saying, okay? There was every reason for you to have easily won a public jury award. Okay? Okay, there was. Okay. But it didn't happen. And it didn't happen. And we all know what it was, right? We all knew what was going on here. But, see, you were also, at that point, you were just getting your footing firm in the UAE.
Right.
What were you learning at that point? Like, okay, this I want to stay away from, or like, what was it that you were taking away from all of this?
Okay, so I'll tell you how my mind works. मेरे को अगर कोई बोलता है ना कि आप ऐसे करो, आपको ये हो जाएगा, आप ऐसे करो, हम आपको ये दे देंगे, आप ये करो, आप वो कर लेंगे. यार, my problem is that okay, I'm not being pompous, I'm not being
but I know you're a humble person, so you say what you have to say.
I am just saying, I have seen money in my family. I have seen because my parents have been associated with radio, with the film industry at different times in their lives. So we've seen the fame and all of those sides as well. And I have seen how it takes you up and it takes you down as well. So I honestly don't care about that. I'm very averse to even for that matter, if we go out and like I'm talking about before marriage, if we would go out and normally क्या होता है, the boys will go out, the girls are coming out, they'll try and impress the girls will try and impress the boys, and मेरे से वो नहीं होता यार. मैं मतलब it's like if you like me, you like me. If you won't like me, you won't like me. Even if I'm trying also, you won't like me, you will not like me.
My God, you sound like Chandran.
Exactly. And I'm guessing he understands that.
Yeah.
So I don't want to put my effort जहाँ पे मेरे को मालूम है कि no point. I would be myself. You want to talk? I'll be the first person. You come up to me and we'll sit down, we'll chat, we'll do whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm a good listener. I'm like I've told you many times, I'm andha kuwa. You come, you tell. I'm like a black hole. You can tell me anything, and your secrets are all safe. And whatever you want to tell, you just and I'm fine with that. I don't go overboard. I don't go exaggerating myself. I don't go over and above of what I am because man, and that's who I am. Like I said, I'm the RANBIR Kapoor. मैं ऐसे ही हूँ यार, मेरे से नहीं होता है.
You know,
that's right.
Your
That's
andha kua quality. Let's talk about that. So Sid is one of those people to whom you can honestly pour out and just vent out to him, and that is very interesting part of our relationship as well.
Yes.
That one night we spent in Switzerland. Let's go there. Okay.
Okay.
So
does Chandran know about that? Sorry, bhai. बहुत पहले था.
So I'm one of those people who I'm very happy to stay up all night and
Yes.
chit chat.
Yes.
See, I don't, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do anything else. So for me, just going for a walk is the highlight of my, evening.
And that is what you used to do on every flight that
Yes.
we've taken.
Yes.
With बाकी लोगों के साथ में mind you. 100 listeners के साथ में.
Yeah, that is what I would do.
Yeah.
But on this one occasion, when we were
Hanji.
coming back after being at the red carpet, the green carpet of IFA,
Yes.
right, in Madrid,
Yes.
Spain.
Yes.
We had a flight via Switzerland, so we had a night there.
Yes.
And we had to decide if we were going to spend that night in the airport
हाँ.
or outside.
Yes.
You remember that?
Of course I
It was
remember.
like 20 minutes, the airport's going to shut. We need to decide right now. So Sid and I, we walk up to the area
इतना
where the...
गरीब कंट्री एक तो तुम्हारा एयरपोर्ट रात को बंद होता है लिटरली शटर डाउन हो रहे होते हैं ज़ूरिख के अंदर.
Yeah. And then we went and saw those little sleeping pods they had for like 80 euros or 80 francs or something, right?
Yeah.
So we walked out. And we were like, we're not doing that. So we left and we were like, okay, that's it. We're taking the last train out of the airport.
Hanji.
And we're going to spend the whole night doing God knows what.
Huh.
So we have basically, I think, picked up one. Like, I think you got a coffee, I got a hot chocolate from McDonald's. And we have started walking.
Yes.
I remember there was a police station, there was a lake, and there were some back alleys behind some houses where we have walked and walked and walked.
Yes.
And frozen, And then as the sun was coming up and we were waiting for something to open so we could get the next cup of coffee for you,
Correct.
the next cup of hot chocolate for me. So the first McDonald's we've seen at 6 a.m, we've gone and done that. And then we're waiting for the airport to open so we can get back. But that night, Sid, I think was my first time actually, because I've had kids quite early and I've not had nights out and all of that stuff. I've been very involved with my family. That night was actually my night out after a very, very long time.
Wow.
And we spent it only
Chatting. Only chatting.
Only bitching. I'm going to say it, please.
I was just being posh. Yeah. It's
All
a
right.
podcast. Yeah. Come on.
It's totally venting and ranting and dishing it out to each other. And it was like, this is it. And that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that. And I think I spoke 95% of the night and you spoke 5% of the night.
जैसे अभी हो रहा है. No problems.
But you have remained like this, Sony. So what do you do with all this input?
I don't do anything. मैं सिर्फ भूल जाता हूँ. मेरे को कोई problem नहीं है. This it's something which a lot of people admire. It's something which my wife hates. Because she'll have a lot of things to say. Okay, ये ऐसे नहीं हो रहा है, ये वैसे नहीं हो रहा है, ऐसे नहीं कर रहे, वैसे नहीं कर रहे, ये नहीं हो रहा है, ऐसे नहीं. तुम ये नहीं कर रहे, तुम वो नहीं करने, बच्चे ये नहीं कर रहे हो. And I will just be sitting and saying, okay, acha, okay. Finally, she'll be like,
Say something.
कुछ तो बोल. बहन के भाई. He's like, yeah. But that's how I've been. That's how I am, honestly. And that's the way I've been since ever. Even in school, for that matter.
Yeah.
I've always been I wasn't a the talkative one. I wasn't the one जो जबरदस्ती कुछ भी बाहर जाएगा. But हाँ, you have those 5-6 of your punter लोग जिनके साथ में you'll just be cracking jokes and just be talking random things.
Yeah.
But with, even for that matter, even in my family, even with mom and dad, it is just this. Okay, they are saying something, hanji, okay ji. If I have to say something, though, it will be. But that's the way I am with 95% of the population, yaar. But it's something that is just there.
Yeah.
It's good. I feel it's good.
Okay.
It's an icebreaker.
It's a bit irritating, I'll tell you. It's a bit irritating simply because I feel like now I told you everything. You didn't tell me anything. You know?
Oh.
It's not fair. You should also tell so that I can feel like we are equals. But yeah, I it's okay.
But my problem is if I start talking, no, there are too many things that will come out.
सबकी बातें.
Of too many people. From Tarun to Yogi to Mariam to you.
Gosh. Oh gosh. All right. Okay. No, you stay quiet.
Yeah.
पैसे पहुंच जाएंगे. Obviously, you have, you have a big heart. You're a kind person, loving boy.
Thank
good
you.
colleague.
Thanks.
You're
Thanks
a brother
very
to
much.
so many of us.
Thanks so much.
That no one asked for. But you're there.
FARDEEN Khan.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay, Sid,
yeah.
there are some there's some very interesting inside stories that you have told us over the years. I want to ask you if you're feeling comfortable enough to share one.
कौन सी?
Which is about you and Ritu, who's your now wife, of course.
कौन सी वाली? बहुत सारी है.
How you would meet her under a disguise. Are you comfortable enough today in your life to go there?
Yes.
Okay, good. Then let's go there. Come on.
Yes. Okay. So just to give you a background, I have known Ritu since she was in 11th standard. I was in second year college. So it's puppy loves. जैसे बोलते थे पहले उसको. I don't know what the millennials are called. Gen Alpha is calling it. So the idea was that when she came into 12th, तब हमको मिलना थोड़ा कम हो गया because it is going to be boards now and अब क्या करेंगे and all of that stuff. So randomly बात हो रही है and on the phone one day she's like, hey, my history is very weak and I don't understand कि क्या करूँ मैं, समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. Mama is saying कि कोई tutor है तो बताओ. So do you know of anybody? And like saying, हाँ ठीक है कोई, मैं आ जाता हूँ. जैसे that's why I don't talk. So मैंने बोला मैं आ जाता हूँ. उसकी आंखें ऐसे हाँ तुमको आती है. मैंने बोला अब तो मैं डेयरिंग कर गया और अभी मतलब 1 साल भी नहीं हुआ, some 8-9 months ही हुआ है. तो अभी तो is that time period जब I cannot go back on my word. हाँ मैं पढ़ा दूंगा. For some odd reason she talked to her mom. Mom said अच्छा बताओ कौन है ये. So रितु की एक फ्रेंड थी जिसके थ्रू उसने कॉल करवाया कि आंटी मेरा एक हिस्ट्री टीचर है जिसने मेरे को पढ़ाया था. शी इज़ 1 year elder to रितु. मेरे को हिस्ट्री पढ़ाई थी एंड बहुत अच्छे मार्क्स आए मेरे. तो आई गॉट अ डिस्टिंक्शन इन दिस थिंग इन वर्ड्स. अच्छा मेरे को उससे मिलवाओ. तो मेरा नंबर दिया गया. मेरे को बोला कि आप जी पहुंचो, अब घर पे आपका इंटरव्यू होगा. ठीक है जी. ओके, आई हैव ग्रोन अप वाचिंग शान, मिस्टर नटवरलाल, सत्य पे सत्ता.
दिस इज सत्यानाश पे सत्यानाश.
एग्जैक्टली. एंड उन्हीं दिनों में मैंने देखी थी चुपके चुपके. और उसमें से आया एक डॉक्टर परिमल त्रिपाठी. तो मैंने बोला हम भी बनूंगा. हम गए जी खादी उद्योग, वहां से एक खादी का कुर्ता लेकर आए. एंड माइंड यू आई एम इन द 2nd year of college. मैं खादी का कुर्ता पहन के वो कनॉट प्लेस के अंदर ही ना बाहर टपरी के वहाँ पे गांधी जी वाली जो गोल गोल वाली जो होती है ऐनक, जिसके अंदर 0 नंबर का ग्लास होता है, सिर्फ कांच होता है वो पहन के, दाढ़ी मेरी बड़ी हुई, तेल लगा के, चप्पल मैंने वो जो कोल्हापुरी वाली होती है वो पहन के और मैं गया हूँ, मैं इंटरव्यू देने के लिए गया हूँ क्योंकि मुझे चुल है कि मुझे अपनी गर्लफ्रेंड से मिलना है। So, मैंने उनको वहां पे जाके आई हैव गिवन द इंटरव्यू में मैं पास हुआ हूँ, इंजीनियर। उसके बाद आई हैव स्टार्टेड विद माय पढ़ाइयाँ विद ऋतु।
This is your future in-laws.
Yes.
You have tricked your future in-laws. You have not thought कि in a few months or years I will be coming here for रिश्ता. No, you have not thought.
इतनी दूर तक सोचेगा कौन? अभी तो हम यही सोच रहे हैं कि हिस्ट्री कैसे पढ़ाएं क्योंकि मैं तो साइंस से हूँ।
So you've gone to teach Ritu now.
I have gone to teach Ritu. 1.5 महीना हमने पढ़ा दिया है। क्या पढ़ा है ना उसको मालूम है ना मुझे मालूम है। टीपू सुल्तान का बाप कौन, बेटा कौन, अकबर कौन, कोई आइडिया नहीं। 2 महीने के बाद में जी पता चलता है कि उसका कोई एग्जाम आने वाला है। तो एग्जाम आने वाला है एंड एग्जाम हो जाता है। एग्जाम होने के बाद में मैं गायब। क्यों?
Ritu fail. Oh my God, this is one of my favorite stories. I'm going to tell my children and their children.
एंड मेरी मदर इन लॉ को अभी लास्ट ईयर बताया हमने कि दैट वाज मी।
She didn't know all these years? No. She's seen you and she's not known that you were the same guy in that disguise.
नहीं, अरे मेरे पैसे अटके हुए हैं वहां पे।
They didn't pay you? Hey.
मैं बोला ना, मैं प्रॉब्लम यही है कोई सीरियसली नहीं लेता। पैसे दे दो, सीरियसली मत लो।
Oh God.
That's the thing.
Sid,
हाँ जी।
this has been so much fun.
Thank you.
Too much fun and it doesn't feel like work only. So we might have to call you back to shoot an episode properly.
Okay. No problems.
But this is so crazy. I mean, your stories are crazy. Your life is crazy.
Yeah.
You realize that, right? That this is not a normal life.
There are quite a few other stories as well.
Yeah.
In that whole Ritu and Siddharth की लव स्टोरी के अंदर।
Yeah. कभी बैठेंगे?
हाँ, हम लोग पकड़े गए थे।
Tell us more.
रितु मार डालेगी मेरे को।
बता दे अब तो
हो गया।
अब तो तेरा पुनर्जन्म है।
Exactly. अब क्या होगा?
हाँ.
So we got caught रितु के घर पे एंड अब one of my best friends, ठीक है, अब मेरे को पूछा गया कि जी मम्मी पापा को फोन करो। मैं बोला जी है नहीं। मतलब यहाँ नहीं है। भाई है, बड़ा भाई है, उसको मैं फोन मिला रहा हूँ। अब उसका नाम है सुमित।
That's your दोस्त.
That's my friend, my best friend. अब उसकी वाइफ है श्वेता। नाउ उनको फोन किया कि ऐसा ऐसा है सुमित, मैं इधर, और फॉर सम ऑड रीजन वो फट्टू है। तो मैंने बोला कि मैं यहाँ पे हूँ। उसका फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज क्यों? मत पूछ, सामने आंटी खड़ी है, अभी जवाब नहीं दे सकता मैं। अच्छा, तो तू आ सकता है। अब वो अकेला नहीं आ सकता क्योंकि वो लाया अपनी वाइफ को साथ में। वाइफ इज सपोज टू बी माय भाभी। तो भाभी भी प्रॉपर वो बिंदी लगा के अपने आप को, क्योंकि हमारे से 1 साल तो बड़ी है। उसको सीरियसली खुद को भी तो लेना चाहिए। वो आई साड़ी वाड़ी पहन के, बिंदी लगा के, एंड अंदर आते ही ना, तुम यहाँ क्या कर रहे हो? बोला इतना ओवर एक्टिंग कैसे हुआ? एंड बोलती वो भी हंस रही है, मेरे भी मुंह से एकदम हंसी निकल रही है। एंड द होल पॉइंट वाज कि फाइनली सुमित ने माफी भरी। उसकी वजह से आज हमारी शादी हुई है।
So I'm so confused. Please tell me.
हाँ.
Did Auntie Ji know at least when you sent the rishta that you're the same guy? Okay, all right. Not the tuition teacher.
Not the tuition teacher. Tuition teacher, she has no idea. She did not have any idea about.
So what did she say finally last year when she found out कि ये
कुछ नहीं, उनसे पैसे अभी लेने हैं. She's not talking.
अब तो बेटी भी तुम्हारी,
हाँ,
अब तो
अब तो-
सारे खर्चे तुम्हारे.
हमारे ऐसे. Null and void.
Oh gosh, Sid, I really enjoyed hanging out with you.
Thank you. Likewise.
And I've always enjoyed working with you.
Likewise.
And this should happen more often.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Bring the boys, bring Ritu.
I will for sure. They would love it. They would have a lot of fun.
The kids are waiting to say hi to you and bye to you and good night to you.
अरे उनको सोना भी तो पड़ेगा.
So before that, hang on, give me a second. I'll be right back.
हाँ, sure. अरे.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh my God.
My little show, my little
Hey
project.
Karish. Thanks, yaar. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Thank you.
I'm going to get up. I'm going to end this and I'm going to give you a hug. All
Yes.
right? Okay, well, that was our episode today with the fantastic Sid, who I think should be across every single, interview, every single game show, every single anything promotion related that's happening out there. You guys need to, get this guy. He's just so brilliant and is loved so much. And will give you a good time, right? So Sid, love you loads and only wish you the very, very best in everything that you do.
Thank you so much, Karish.
Thank
really
you.
a pleasure. Thank you for all the nice words and the sweet words and the sweet love and everything. Thanks. I get uncomfortable.
I hope you had fun, yeah.
Yeah. Lots
That's
of
all.
fun. That's always there.
That's all. Thanks.